That will be still a long way off, as His Holiness keeps reassuring us that he will live for another 2 decades. He'll live up to 113 years of age, because there were propitious presaged that this Dalai Lama would live very long, and even now he shows his teeth and he says, "I'm 88, but I haven't lost one teeth." So we have full trust in His Holiness that he will live very long. And that's also the reason why I tell my Chinese friends, let us see whether His Holiness the Dalai Lama outlives the Communist Party or the Communist Party outlives the Dalai Lama. Okay. So that being said, yes, whenever that time comes, it will be a huge setback. And His Holiness, I think, is the one person who is very, very aware of all this. That is why he prepared the community from 1960 onwards with democracy. Over the years, for 30 years, we had to struggle. People had no idea what democracy meant. We were scattered in so many different parts of India and the rest of the world now, in more than 25 different countries. So these are efforts and aspirations and leadership of His Holiness the Dalai Lama, despite all the setbacks that he must have faced, singularly over the last 50, 60 years. So that itself shows that now the responsibility is on the Tibetan people. So I keep saying to my public, even now, that so far His Holiness singularly went around the world with his folded hand and with his smile and his wisdom, and earned so much admiration around the world. Now, at least for the Tibetan cause, His Holiness is the incarnation of Avalokiteshvara, 1,000 eyes and 1,000 hands. Now, every single Tibetan will have to become an eye or a hand of His Holiness for us to be able to keep that momentum of the cause. Now, the responsibility that I see during my time, at least, is that we try to reach out to the Chinese government and try to seek a solution based on non-violence, negotiated, mutually beneficial, lasting solution. But on the other hand, we have to keep this younger generation of Tibetans prepared for the next line of leadership. So that is why we have programs like Voluntary Tibet Advocacy Group of Tibetan leadership themselves, working alongside all those who are working on the cause of Tibet internationally. Now they are in so many different countries, they speak the language, they understand the system, they have become nationals there. So they have the right to request their representatives, so reach out to the think tanks and media. So all these are happening, and it's our responsibility to make sure that we have people, even if we have to struggle for another 30, 40 years down the line. When His Holiness is there will always be more support, but even when in the absence of His Holiness, we should be able to carry on that till the next Dalai Lama is able to resume his responsibilities.